Afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. What are we going to start with today?
Ma'am, the making of science.
The making of a
The
scientist.
making of scientist.
Yes. Let me know if the audio and visual both are clear, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
द मेकिंग ऑफ साइंटिस्ट यार काफी मस्त चैप्टर है, तो ध्यान से सुनना और एनिमेशन का मजा लेते रहना। तो चलिए चैप्टर शुरू कर।
ठीक है साउंड?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sound is
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
कहानी शुरू हो रहा है तो ये जान लो इस कहानी को लिखा किसने है। इस कहानी को लिखा है रॉबर्ट डब्ल्यू पीटरसन ने। तो जानते हैं कि उन्होंने लिखा तो है, पर क्या लिखा है, किसके बारे में लिखा है, द मेकिंग ऑफ साइंटिस्ट है क्या। रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट को सीरियल स्कॉलर अवार्ड और स्क्रीचरिंग प्लॉ अवार्ड मिला था बायोकेमिस्ट्री और मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी के लिए। उन्हें बचपन से तितली के बारे में पढ़ने का काफ़ी ज़्यादा शौक था। उन्हें तितली से काफ़ी ज़्यादा लगाव था और जब वो बस 22 साल के थे तब उन्हें स्कॉट ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड भी मिला था अपने स्कूल में। बात यहीं ख़त्म नहीं होती, उन्होंने एक थ्योरी भी दिया था हाउ सेल वर्क, और इस थ्योरी को रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट के साथ साथ उनके रूममेट ने मिलके एक आर्टिकल में पब्लिश किया था और उस आर्टिकल का नाम था PNAS और उसका फुल फॉर्म था प्रीसीडिंग ऑफ द नेशनल एकेडमी ऑफ साइंस। सबसे हैरान करने वाली बात तो ये है कि PNAS जो जर्नल था, ये जो आर्टिकल था, ये कोई छोटा मोटा आर्टिकल नहीं था। खास करके इस जर्नल में आज तक किसी कॉलेज स्टूडेंट का कुछ भी थ्योरी नहीं लिखा गया था या उनके द्वारा कुछ भी प्रिस्क्राइब नहीं लिखा गया था, पर रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट का ये थ्योरी उनके आर्टिकल में लिखा गया था, इसलिए वे काफ़ी एक्साइटेड थे। अब इनके अचीवमेंट को कंपेयर किया जा रहा है स्पोर्ट फील्ड में, यानी कि इनकी अचीवमेंट इज इक्वल टू जब कोई बंदा 15 साल की उम्र में पहली बार बैट उठाए और एक होम रन मारे। गजब, ये उनकी पहली अचीवमेंट थी। और अगर बात करें इन सभी अचीवमेंट की, उन्हें इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से मिली थी, तो वो सभी इंस्पिरेशन उन्हें बटरफ्लाई से मिली थी, यानी कि तितली से मिली थी। रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट पेंसिल्वेनिया में जन्म लिए थे। रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट उस समय अकेले थे, तो वो क्रिकेट, फुटबॉल या फिर बास्केटबॉल जैसी चीज़ तो खेल नहीं सकते थे, तो इसलिए वो कुछ अलग करते थे और वो अलग था कलेक्टिंग समथिंग, जैसे कि स्टैम्प कलेक्ट करना, कॉइन्स कलेक्ट करना वगैरह वगैरह। सबसे ज़्यादा कलेक्ट करने में जो मज़ा आता था उन्हें, वो था बटरफ्लाइज। वो बटरफ्लाइज को कलेक्ट करते थे और बटरफ्लाइज की एक्टिविटी को गौर करते थे, और इसके साथ जो अलग अलग चीज़ें वो कलेक्ट करते थे उसमें आता था रॉक्स, फॉसिल्स, कॉइन्स। यार सच में मुझे एक बात बताना, वो भला फॉसिल्स कैसे कलेक्ट करते होंगे, कमेंट जरूर करना। यही नहीं बल्कि वो एक ईगर एस्ट्रोनॉमर भी बन गए, क्योंकि वो रात में बैठ के स्टार को देखते रहते थे। और उनकी जो माँ थी, यानी कि उनकी जो मदर थी, वो उन्हें काफ़ी सपोर्ट करती थी इन सब चीज़ों को सीखने में। उनकी मॉम उनके लिए टेलीस्कोप, माइक्रोस्कोप, कैमराज, माउंटिंग मटेरियल्स और काफ़ी सारे इक्विपमेंट्स ला दी। यार मैं अपनी मम्मी को 1 महीने से बोल रहा हूँ DSLR खरीद दो, मुझे तो मेरी मम्मी DSLR ही नहीं खरीदती, और इसकी मम्मी से कितनी सारी चीज़ खरीद के दे दी। और इनके और मुझ में ज़्यादा अंतर भी नहीं है। इन्हें तितली यानी कि बटरफ्लाइज कलेक्ट करने का लगाव है और मुझे PUBG में बैचेस कलेक्ट करने का लगाव है। चलो वो सब छोड़ो, आगे बढ़ते हैं। टेलीस्कोप और माइक्रोस्कोप तक ही सीमित नहीं रहा। जब वे स्कूल जाने लगे तो उनकी मॉम उनके दोस्त को भी घर ले आया करती थी। वाह, कुछ दिन में पता नहीं किसको किसको घर लेते आएगी। वे और उनकी मॉम रात में बैठ के नए नए चीज़ सीखते थी। और फिर वो कहती है रिची, यहाँ पे रिची रिचर्ड को कहा गया है तो याद रखना। रिची उनकी पूरी जिंदगी बन गया था जब तक उसके पापा, जब वो 3 ग्रेड में था तब वो मर नहीं गए थे। यानी कि वो जब 3 ग्रेड में पढ़ता था तब उसके पापा चले गए थे, चल बसे थे। तब से उनकी मॉम का और रिची के अलावा और कोई नहीं था। उनकी मॉम और वो शाम के समय यानी कि इवनिंग के टाइम डिनर रूम के टेबल पे ही स्पेंड किया करते थे, और जब उनके पास कुछ करने के लिए नहीं रहता था तब उनकी मॉम उन्हें कुछ करने के लिए देती थी। फिजिकल वर्क तो नहीं, पर हाँ कुछ सीखने के लिए, कुछ लर्न करने के लिए। और वैसे भी रिची को ये सब चीज़ें करने में काफ़ी मज़ा आता था। रिची को लर्न करने में, कोई भी चीज़ लर्न करना हो तो उन्हें बहुत ही मज़ा आता था। और वो अपने क्लास में क्लास के टॉपर थे, क्योंकि वो टॉप ग्रेड्स लाते थे। जब रिची क्लास 2 में थे तब तक उन्होंने 25 टाइप की स्पीसीज ऑफ बटरफ्लाइज को कलेक्ट कर लिया था। यार अब मैं रिची ही बोलूँगा क्योंकि रिचर्ड बड़ा लगता है काफ़ी और बोलने में काफ़ी। उन्होंने जो बटरफ्लाइज कलेक्ट की थी वो नीचे आपके एनसीईआरटी बुक के नीचे गिवन है, आपको मन तो पढ़ सकते हैं, वैसे से क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा, आपको इंटरेस्ट है तो पढ़ लेना। अब रिची कह रहे हैं कि जब वो 2nd ग्रेड में थे और जब उन्होंने 25 स्पीसीज कलेक्ट कर ली थी, उसके बाद हो सकता है उनका ये जर्नी ख़त्म हो जाता बटरफ्लाई कलेक्ट करने का, पर ऐसा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि तब उनकी उनकी मदर ने एक चिल्ड्रन बुक ला के उन्हें दी और उस चिल्ड्रन बुक का नाम था ट्रैवल्स ऑफ मोनार्च एक्स। यहाँ पे मोनार्च का मतलब, और उस बुक के एंड में लिखा हुआ था कि इस बुक को जो भी पढ़ रहे हैं, जो भी रीडर्स इस बुक को पढ़ रहे हैं, वो आके हमारी हेल्प कर सकते हैं ये बताने में कि बटरफ्लाई की माइग्रेशन कैसे होती है। अब बात आती है कि बुक के एंड में ऐसा किसने लिखा था, तो जिसने लिखा था उनका नाम है डॉक्टर फ्रेडरिक ए यूहार्ट ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टोरंटो, कनाडा। टोरंटो एक जगह का नाम है। ये देख के रिचर्ड की मदर डॉक्टर यूहर्ट को लिखती है कि रिचर्ड भी इन सब चीज़ में इंटरेस्टेड है और वो भी बटरफ्लाइज को टैग करना चाहता है। बटरफ्लाइज को टैग करने का मतलब क्या होता है ये आपको स्क्रीन में दिख रहा होगा। और उस बुक के एंड में ये भी लिखा हुआ रहता है कि अगर किसी को भी टैग्ड बटरफ्लाई मिले तो वो डॉक्टर यूहर्ट को पहुंचा दे। अब यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है कि जो बटरफ्लाई कलेक्ट किया जाता है वो एक सीजन होता है, यानी कि एक सीजन में काफ़ी सारे बटरफ्लाइज हमें देखने को मिलती है और उस समय काफ़ी सारे बटरफ्लाइज को कलेक्ट किया जाता है। और ये जो सीजन होता है ये 6 वीक का होता है और समर के लास्ट में आता है। और अगर आप एक एक करके बटरफ्लाई को कैच करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो आप ज़्यादा कैच नहीं कर पाएंगे। अब रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट तो थे बहुत टैलेंटेड, तो वो क्या करते थे, वो बटरफ्लाइज को पकड़ लेते थे, खास करके फीमेल बटरफ्लाइज को, और जिसका नाम होता था फीमेल मोनार्च, उसे पकड़ के वो जो एग ले करती थी उसे अपने घर में जाके, अपने घर के बेसमेंट में जाके रख देते थे और उसे पूरा लाइफ साइकिल घुमाते थे। मतलब यहाँ पे लाइफ साइकिल क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे हुआ एग से कैटरपिलर से प्यूपा से एडल्ट बटरफ्लाई। उम्मीद है आपने ये पढ़ा होगा अपने बायोलॉजी में। तो वो यही करते थे और जब वो बटरफ्लाई बड़ी हो जाती थी तब उस बटरफ्लाई को जाने देते थे। ऐसे ही नहीं, पहले उस पर टैग करते थे और कई सालों तक उनका जो बेसमेंट था बटरफ्लाइज के घर जैसा हो गया था। ये टैगिंग का काम उन्हें ज़्यादा दिन तक अच्छा नहीं लगा। तो कभी कभी क्वेश्चन आती है कि उन्हें ज़्यादा दिन तक ये टैगिंग का काम अच्छा क्यों नहीं लगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने 75 बटरफ्लाइज को कैप्चर करके उसमें टैग लगा के उन्हें जाने दिया था और जबकि उसमें से बस 2 ही बटरफ्लाई को कैच किया गया था और वो भी उनके घर से 75 माइल्स के अंदर की दूरी में। तो उनका इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया ये जानने में कि बटरफ्लाइज माइग्रेट करती है क्या, और उन्हें इससे ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन भी नहीं मिली, इसलिए उनका इंटरेस्ट पे खत्म हो गया। रिचर्ड जब 7th ग्रेड में थे तो उन्होंने एक कंपटीशन में हिस्सा लिया था। उस कंपटीशन का नाम था साइंस फेयर एंड लॉस्ट, और उस समय उन्हें रियलाइज हुआ कि वो कितने पीछे चल रहे हैं, वो साइंस में कुछ नहीं जानते हैं। और वो ये देख के बहुत दुखी थे कि उनके आसपास के कई सारे लोगों को कई सारे अवार्ड मिले थे पर उन्हें कुछ भी नहीं मिला था, वो कुछ भी नहीं जीते थे। रिचर्ड ई ब्राइट ने फिर गौर किया कि जो विनर्स थे उन्होंने रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था, पर वो जो थे उन्होंने बस फ्रॉक्स के टिश्यू से रिलेटेड कुछ स्लाइड्स बनाई थी। और उन्होंने ये सोच लिया कि अगली बार जब फेयर होगा तो वो कुछ रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे। फिर वो सोचते हैं कि वो कौन सा एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे, तो फिर वो गौर करते हैं अपने आप के अंदर झांक के देखते हैं और कहते हैं कि मुझे इंसेक्ट्स के बारे में बहुत कुछ पता है और मैं इंसेक्ट्स से रिलेटेड कुछ रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट करूँगा, क्योंकि मैं पास्ट कई सालों से यही तो करते आ रहा हूँ। फिर उन्होंने डॉक्टर उरहट से आइडियाज़ ली और उसके बाद उन्होंने कुछ सोचा अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट के बारे में। इसके बाद उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट की। वो अपने स्कूल लाइफ में, हाई स्कूल लाइफ में काफ़ी बिजी रहे और उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे प्राइजेस भी जीते। और यही नहीं, उनके जो प्रोजेक्ट्स थे उसे इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे दिखाया भी गया, इंटरनेशनल लेवल के फेयर्स में। अब जब रिचर्ड 8th ग्रेड में थे तब उन्होंने सोचा कि भला कैटरपिलर्स कुछ सालों में कैसे मर जाते हैं, मोनार्च कैटरपिलर्स कुछ साल में कैसे मर जाते हैं। तो उन्होंने पता लगाया और उन्हें पता चला कि ये एक वायरल डिजीज की वजह से मरते हैं, और इस वायरल डिजीज का मेन जो कारण है वो है बिटल। फिर वो कहते हैं इसके बारे में मुझे कोई रियल रिजल्ट नहीं मिला, पर मैं आगे बढ़ा और मैंने एक्सपेरिमेंट को और आगे ले गया, अपना एक्सपेरिमेंट में पूरा एफर्ट दिया और एंड में मैं जीत गया। यानी कि हो सकता है उनका एक्सपेरिमेंट सही हो गया हो, क्योंकि ये एक्सपेरिमेंट से ये प्रूव हुआ कि वो जो मोनार्च कैटरपिलर्स है वो बीटल की वजह से अफेक्टेड नहीं होते हैं। उन्होंने ये एक्सपेरिमेंट को प्रैक्टिकली शो किया और इसके वजह से उन्हें काफ़ी सारी प्राइजेस मिली। अब जो रिचर्ड थे वो अपने नेक्स्ट ईयर के एक्सपेरिमेंट में ये शो करना चाहते थे कि वो जो वॉयसरॉय बटरफ्लाइज होती है वो मोनार्च को कॉपी करती है, मोनार्च बटरफ्लाइज को कॉपी करती है, क्योंकि वॉयसरॉय बटरफ्लाइज को बर्ड खाती है पर बर्ड मोनार्च बटरफ्लाई को नहीं खाते हैं। इसलिए वैसे भी जान तो सभी को प्यारी है। अब बात ये आता है कि मोनार्च को भला बर्ड्स क्यों नहीं खाती, क्योंकि बर्ड्स को मोनार्च टेस्टी नहीं लगते हैं। एक्चुअली में यार ये बुक में दिया हुआ है, मैं खुद से नहीं बोल रहा। और वहीं जो वायसरॉय बटरफ्लाई होती है वो काफ़ी टेस्टी लगती है बर्ड्स को। तो मैंने बात आपको बताई, ये तो यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ था। अब बात ये आती है कि ईब्राइट ने क्या प्रूफ किया। ईब्राइट ने ये प्रूफ किया कि एक जो बर्ड है वो मोनार्च को भी खा लेती है, क्योंकि वो बर्ड जो होता है उसका डिनर मतलब उसका खाने का तरीका दूसरे बर्ड से अलग होता है, और उस बर्ड का नाम है स्टारलिंग। यानी कि स्टारलिंग बर्ड मोनार्च को भी खा लेती है। और अब खास बात तो ये है कि उनके प्रोजेक्ट को जूलॉजी डिवीज़न में फर्स्ट ग्रेड मिला और नेशनल साइंस फेयर में थर्ड ग्रेड। यानी कि जूलॉजी में उन्हें फर्स्ट प्राइज और नेशनल साइंस फेयर में थर्ड प्राइज। अब वो सेकेंड ईयर हाई स्कूल में पहुंच गए थे और उन्होंने रिसर्च में काफ़ी सारी डिस्कवरी की, खास करके इंसेक्ट हार्मोन के बारे में पता लगाया और काफ़ी कुछ की। तो जानते हैं अगले एपिसोड में। आप अगला एपिसोड देखना ना भूले, उसका लिंक
Okay. It's a short and inspiring chapter. Okay. But it's a very lengthy chapter. Okay. That's why I showed you a very detailed summary which explained the chapter very well, isn't it?
Yes,
The video
ma'am.
explained the chapter very well.
Yes, ma'am.
So how did you like it? It was inspiring.
Ma'am,
Yes.
it was more than means it was biopic more than an
It was
inspiration.
informative.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Very informative.
I mean, they memorized my
About that
childhood.
scientist.
In childhood, I usually go to catch butterflies.
Okay, so we have a scientist in the making, Shantanu.
Yes, ma'am.
See, he was not a born scientist, okay? He worked hard for it. For anything that you aspire to become, you have to work hard for it, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes or no?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. So, this is about the author. Who is the author? Come on, unmute yourself and reply first.
Robert W.
Robert,
Peterson.
Robert
Robert W. Peterson.
Yes,
Peterson.
he was an American newspaper writer who later became a freelance author. What do you mean by freelance? Who can tell me what do you mean by freelance? Freelancing କରନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନେ ଶୁଣିଛ କେବେ? ମାନେ they are not associated with one particular association or organization to write articles on everything, but they write for different kinds of magazines, newspapers and everything. Those people are known as freelancers. Okay.
I'm like the
Yes,
writer.
ma'am.
Huh?
I'm like newspaper writers.
See, there is a difference between newspaper writers and particular newspaper will hire some of their जो कौन थी reporters, है ना? And they will work for like Times of India only. But there are writers who give articles to magazines, to newspapers, and they to books, different kinds of books. Okay. So they are known as freelancers. They are not associated with one particular organization or association that they are liable to only write for them. Khali say
Ma'am,
organization by
Ma'am, they were hired for different special articles or.
No, they are not
Some
hired. That is the thing I'm telling you. They're not hired. Okay, they are freelancers. They write for different kinds of magazines, different kinds of organizations, associations, okay, institutions, educational books, be articles, diyanti. Those people are known as freelancers. They take payment as per the article. Jitra article debe, say hisabre payment nebe. Okay, that is how it works. They don't have a salary or something. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. They did not associate with certain newspaper company or.
Yes. So they're not hired. They're freelancers. Okay.
Yes.
So he became a freelancer author of magazine articles and books, especially on the topics of sports and scouting. His 1970 Chronicle of Negro League baseball title, "Only the Ball Was White," was hailed by the New York Times as having recaptured a lost era in baseball history and a rich facet of Black life in America. The baseball commissioner at the time, Bobby Coon, later credited Peterson's book with having focused greater attention on the accomplishments of Negro League players, leading to their admission to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So this is about the author, who is the author, Robert W. Peterson. So this chapter, The Making of a Scientist, is about Richard Ebright. Okay. And he has received the, who will tell me what award he has received? We've heard about this. Come on, fast. Say.
Ma'am,
It's written here.
he has received the Full Scholar Award and the Scoring Flaw Award for biochemistry and molecular biology.
Yes. Good. Who said? Ishana?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
I also said.
Ma'am,
Okay.
at the same time, we both.
Okay. Shantanu's voice was, Shantanu said, or what? Shubham
Ma'am,
said.
Shubham.
Okay, Shubham. Okay. So your voice was very soft. I could only hear Ishana speaking. Anyways, so it was his.
I was speaking behind her, so you didn't hear.
Acha, okay, sorry. Good, both of you. So it was his fascination for butterflies that opened the world of science to him. So how did his journey to become a scientist start? That he was very curious and he was very fascinated about the butterflies and how they, how they become butterflies. Do they migrate or not? And different species. Okay, so that is how his journey to become a scientist started. The story is about Richard H. Ebright, who grew up in the town of Reading in Pennsylvania, USA. He did not have much to do there. Collecting things was his hobby. So not only collecting butterflies, but various different kinds of things he used to collect, like coins, stamps, or any other things. Okay. So he used to collect butterflies as a child in kindergarten. Let's read how this curious child who collected butterflies went on to become one of the greatest scientists of the world. Okay. So now Richard H. Ebright, along with his roommate, surprised the world at the young age of 22 when they explained the theory on how cells work in a paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. This valuable magazine had published the work of college students for the first time. So which academy had published their theory?
National Academy of Science.
Yes. And what was his age then?
22 years.
Yes. So this was the first time ever that any theory of a college student was published. Okay. For Richard Ebright, it was one of the many achievements that he achieved later in his life. He says that all this curiosity started with butterflies. Ebright grew up in Pennsylvania and was the only child of his parents. So we know that he was the only child and he had no other siblings. He could have not done much there as there were very less people living there. So we know that it was not a crowded place. Okay, it was a small place where very less people lived. He says that he could only do one thing alone, and that was collecting things, as he had no friends to play football or baseball with. He had begun collecting butterflies, rocks, fossils, and coins from the time when he was in kindergarten. So you have to remember what all he used to collect. Come on, fast.
Butterflies, rocks,
And
fossils, and
butterflies,
coins.
rock fossils, and
And
coins
coins.
from the time when he was in kindergarten.
In kindergarten. Yes. So he also used to keep on staring at the stars and sometimes the whole night as he was interested in studying what?
Astronomy.
Astronomy. Ebright had always been curious to learn new things and had a sharp mind. His mother used to encourage him to learn. She used to take him on learning trips. Learning trips, mane? That is how his mother used to take him to short trips where he could learn. जब कि planetarium नहीं गले, कि आपको zoo को नहीं गले, कि आपको science museum को नहीं गले. That is
Related to
where these are the
environment.
places where you get to learn about. हाँ. And zoo, ଯେମିତି କି zoo ଗଲେ କ'ଣ? ତମେ different kinds of animals, different କୋଉଠୁ ସେମାନେ ଆସନ୍ତି. Okay, in which areas they
Name.
grow up, what is their scientific name, you get to know new things. Okay, so those kinds of learning trips, Richard and his mother used to go. She used to even buy him telescopes and other instruments that would help him in learning new things. So his mother never focused on buying him toys, but she bought him telescopes and such other equipments which helped him to develop the curiosity more to know how the galaxy or how everything performs and what is in the sky or whatever. Okay, so that developed his knowledge also and gave him a new motivation always. Okay, so that is why his mother used to get him very useful equipments which has helped him grow as a scientist. Okay, his mother was his only friend until he went to school. After he started going to school, his mother would get his friends home. He and his mother used to stay together at night and they used to do and learn things together. So we know in the video also it was mentioned that his father died when he was in 3rd grade. Okay, so since then it was only his mother and he who used to spend time together and who used to live together all the time. And once he started going to school, what his mother used to do was whenever thinking that he would be feeling lonely or something, okay, she used to get his friends home. Okay, and they used to stay together at night and learn different things together. So whatever they did it as a team, mother and son duo. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ebright was nicknamed what?
Ricky.
By his mother. As her skip page. Okay, Ebright who was nicknamed Richie by his mother. Acha, okay, was her whole life and support system after his father died when he was in 3rd grade. 3rd grade mane amara standard 3. Nagi?
Yes, ma'am.
They used to spend most of the evenings together. if he did not have anything to do, his mother would find him some task for learning. So
Yes, ma'am.
his mother made sure that he never sat idle. Unnecessarily, without any work, his mother never let him sit. Okay, when there was nothing to do, what was his mother doing? She was giving him some kind
Tasks
of
for learning.
task. Yes, task which engaged learning skills. Okay, she made sure that he learned new and different things every time, and she used to create such tasks for him, and she used to give him when there was nothing else to do.
Yes.
He used to like the learning. He used to like the learning work that his mother used to give him, as that was what he wanted to do. Learn about more and more new things. So not only his mother, but even Richie was a very keen learner. Okay, he wanted to learn new things and different things. He was very inquisitive and curious in nature, that we know from this particular chapter. Okay, and until and unless you are curious, you are inquisitive, you cannot be a scientist. To become a scientist, you always have to question nature. Why is this way? Why can't it be this way? এটা কোন পে এমতি ଅଛି, এটা এমতি কলে কোন হব, এটাକୁ এই জায়গাକୁ নেলে কোন হব? So সেমতি ହେଇକି ହିଁ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ହୁଅନ୍ତି ନା, ନାଇଁ କି? You have to question. କଣ?
Yes, ma'am. Means mind रे
କହିଲ?
बहुत जिनसे भाबिବାକୁ पड़ियो, like एटा काई होची, एटा काई मैम माइंड रे
Yes.
बहुत जिनसे भाबिବାକୁ पड़ियो.
तो ସେଟାକୁ କଣ କୁହନ୍ତି? ତମର inquisitive nature. Inquisitive ମାନେ you will question each and everything, and you will be curious to know the answers, and you will be.
Ma'am, but this quality comes from birth. If we will acquire this quality, we may not be successful as a scientist. Like
I
means
could
according,
not.
means if we from birth we are like this, that why we question somebody that why this is like this or like that, then only we can be a good scientist. Or if we will after somebody is telling that we should be like that, if we become like that, we may not become a good scientist.
Okay, that is partly true, maybe from your perspective, but everybody who are a scientist, or who are people who are in NASA, ISRO, and everywhere, they are not born like that. Okay, they develop
Albert Einstein की
curiosity.
देखी जल्दी.
Yes, they look around, they develop the interest, and they develop this zeal to work hard, and they have that aim, that goal, focus. They have that focus towards that aim. They become very determined कि नहीं, मुझे तो यही करना है, बस यही करना है. I want to do this. So they dream something and they follow that dream. And how do they follow that dream? Is by their hard work. They work hard. It's not like you will not fail. You will fail. Even the scientists have failed. Until it's been 1 year, okay, we haven't been, the world is full of great scientists and doctors and everybody, but no one has until now been able to create a vaccine or develop a vaccine for coronavirus, isn't it? So
Yes,
scientists fail.
Ma'am, success is a journey. Yes, ma'am.
So they fail. You will also fail, but failure, ଯେମିତି କୁହନ୍ତି, failure is the first step. You will fail, and then you will learn from that failure. You will learn from where actually you did mistakes, and you will try mend it, and then try again. Then again you will fail. Then you have to mend your ways and try another way. But you are supposed to try.
We should not be fed up.
We should not give up.
Yes, you should not give up until when you have a dream. Okay, when you have a dream of becoming something, like Kalam Sahab. Okay, if we talk about Dr. Kalam, if you want to become him, and if you dream to be what he was, you have to be focused, very focused. You cannot distract yourself. Okay, You have to do hard work. That does not mean that Kalam Sahab has not failed. He has also failed. It is very human to have failures in life, but then you have to pick up yourself, learn from those failures where you have done mistakes, and then start off again afresh. Okay, so everything comes by hard work. You are not born like this. I was not born. See, my mother tongue is not English. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I was not born talking in English. I am pura mane Oriya family rahi. But then what did we do that we're talking in English? Our parents have given us a good education. We went to an English medium school. We went to an English medium school, and from there we made sure, our school made sure that we kept on talking in English. Okay, and that's how we could learn the language, our vocabulary, the grammar, and everything else. And that is the reason why I am able to teach you guys. And then when you become adults, maybe somebody amongst you can become a teacher and then teach the next generation. That is how it works. Okay, so it's not about anything. Whatever you do, it's even in learning a new language, there is a lot of hard work. There is failure. Then from the failure you learn. Okay, so what you said, Shubham, is that it comes like in born, mane born birth bolku hi thiba darkar, semti kichi nai. Okay, you develop
ma'am.
that. ठीक है, ठीक कहली ना भूल कहली?
Yes, ma'am.
So you develop that. Okay. केमती develop भी करिबा, तमा talents को तमे निजे recognize करिबा. Now, what are you talented in? You can be very average or less than average in studies, but you could be very good in sports, athletics, or any other, in painting, in dancing, okay, in singing, whatever. You must have one talent. Everybody has a specific talent in them. Somebody would be a very good speaker, orator. You should focus on that and work hard on that. It's not necessary that you have to become a doctor and pressurize nahi ki kiche bani bahar pressure nahi ki nijo mundo upare pressure daba, ethi khali pressure rahiba. ठीक अछि? If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are not happy with what you're studying, you'll never excel in that. Remember this. After 10th also, when you choose a career, see where your interest is and then choose it, so that you'll be happy doing it. You have to be happy. See, I am happy teaching English. That is why I'm able to teach you so nicely. If I was not happy teaching English, and if I did it because of some pressure, I wouldn't have enjoyed with you people, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That is how it works. Whenever you do anything, see that you are satisfied with it and you are happy doing it, and proceed with that. So you will get 100% result. Initially, you might not get 100% result, but gradually, when you try and try and try, you will definitely succeed one day. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here, he used to like the learning work that his mother used to give him, as that was what he wanted to do, learn about more. So he also used to enjoy all those tasks, and he used to grasp a lot of knowledge and learn a lot of new things. He was a bright student, so he was very good in studies also, that we know, as he used to score good in class and also was regular in his daily tasks. Tamane tankaro daily ro homeworks sabu jinsa updated rotla. Okay. So he
Yes,
was
ma'am.
very organized. We know that he was very organized and very up to date and very punctual. Okay, regular daily tasks tankara sabu ठीक रहुतला माने tankara punctuality भी थिला. Okay. By the time he was in second class, he had collected all the 25 species of butterflies that were found in his neighborhood. He thought that it would have been the end of his butterfly collection if his mother would have not given him a children's book called The Travels of Monarch 10. The book told how the monarch butterflies migrated to Central America, which was the turning point for Ebright as it turned his curiosity towards science. Now, after collecting 25 different species of butterflies, he thought that it was all over. There are no other butterflies that he has to collect. But at that point of time, his mother gifted him another children's book which told him about monarch butterflies which migrated to Central America, and this was the turning point. So you have to remember which is the turning point that made him turn towards science, his curiosity towards science. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
At the end of the children's book that his mother had got him, the readers of the book were invited to help the study of butterfly migrations. They were asked to tag butterflies by Dr. who?
Frederick A. Urquhart.
Say again.
Frederick A. Urquhart.
You heard. All this is silent. I know English is a very funny language. Okay. So you never know which is silent and which one you have to say. You heard. Okay. Frederick A. Urquhart of the University of Toronto in Canada. Okay. So Richie's mother wrote to the doctor, and soon he was attaching adhesive tags to the wings of the butterflies. So who can tell me what was this? What were they asked to do? What was written in the end of the children's book?
Ma'am, at
Ma'am,
the end
to
of the
study
children's
about
book,
the migration of butterflies.
Okay, and then
They were asked to tag butterflies by Dr. Frederick A. Urquhart.
yes, okay, good. So every butterfly they used to tag the name of the species. Okay. Richie's mother wrote to the doctor, and soon he was attaching adhesive tags to the wings of the butterflies. So Richie's mother spoke to that particular doctor, Dr. Frederick. Okay. And what was Richie doing? He was attaching those tags to the wings of the butterflies. The person who would find a butterfly with a tag was asked to send the tag to Dr. Urquhart. So now the butterflies used to have those tags and they used to migrate here and there. Okay. So it was in the book that anybody who found such a butterfly with a tag, they were asked to send that particular tag to whom?
To Dr. Frederick.
Yes.
Dr.
Very good.
Frederick.
Except Ishana, nobody else is listening, I guess. क्या हुआ? अच्छा. The butterfly collecting season lasted for around 6 weeks. So there is a particular season for collecting butterflies. This you have to remember. Okay. So how long it lasted? For around. Then Ebright understood that if he kept on collecting butterflies one by one, he would not be able to collect many. So the next step he took was that he decided to raise a flock of butterflies in his basement. He used to catch a female butterfly, collect its eggs, and raise them in his basement through their proper life cycles. Then he used to tag the wings of the butterflies and would let them go. So he was very intelligent also. How he thought of a different kind of what do I say? A different kind of method of collecting butterflies. What he did? He collected
Collect
female
them
butterflies.
Flock
And
of
then
butterflies in his
collect
basement.
its egg and raise them in his basement
And then raise them in his basement.
and study their life
Their
cycle.
proper life cycle.
He did not study their proper life cycle. He let them grow in their proper life cycles, and then when they were fully grown up, he used to tag the wings of the butterflies and would let them go. That is what he did. Okay.
Yes.
There
ma'am.
were thousands of monarchs in his basement. So he had all the monarch butterflies who used to migrate. That in the book that he read, they used to migrate to Central America. Okay, so he had thousands of monarchs in his basement growing in different life stages for many years. So it was not about some weeks, some days, weeks or months, but it was for many years. Soon he started losing interest in tagging butterflies as it was very slow and tiring process. Of course, it is a slow and tiring process, isn't it? The butterflies will hatch from their eggs, and then they will have their proper life cycle, and then they will grow, then he will tag, then they will migrate, somebody will catch. Okay, somebody else will catch the butterfly, then the tag will be sent to Dr. Frederick. So that's a long process, isn't it? So he
Yes,
got
ma'am.
bored. He started losing interest in tagging butterflies as it was very slow and tiring process. So if there's a question which is asked that why did Richard start losing interest in tagging butterflies, what will you say?
Because
it was a
Because it's
slow
a
and
tiring
tiring
and slow
process.
process.
Yes, yes. It also did not get him much response. So there was not much response also, that somebody said him that we have caught this butterfly, or any response. He could not get any response. Okay, he used to tag the butterflies and leave them, but there was no response from the other side that it is being caught. Understood? So he lost interest. This is the second reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
He said that out of the many butterflies that he tagged, only 2 could be recaptured by people, and those 2 were not more than 75 miles away from where he lived. So how many got recaptured?
Only 2 out of 75.
Yes. No, not out of 75. It was captured in the
Yes,
radius
ma'am.
of 75 miles.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So he had sent many butterflies. There's no particular figure that how many butterflies he has sent. He left. Okay. But in so many butterflies that he sent, only 2 were recaptured. That too very close by. ঘরର ପାଖାପାଖି ଜାଗାରେ ହିଁ ସେଟା
Ma'am, as they are close, so he got that information, otherwise he also not get that information about that 2 butterflies.
Yes, very right. Okay, so when he was in 7th class, he came to know what real science was as he lost at a county science fair. It was a really sad feeling for him to see all other people win something while he did not win anything. Now, when he was in the 7th class, there was a science fair where he participated and he lost miserably. Okay, that is when he understood what real science was. Okay, so then what he did, he showed frog tissue slides under a microscope, but realized that all the winners had actually tried to perform an experiment and not just make a neat display out of their projects. So then he realized that he knows nothing about science. Okay, in that science fair that he failed, all these years he was only focusing on butterflies, and he was only trying to know more about butterflies, but he did not enhance his knowledge about the real science, the cells, tissues, and all of it. Okay, so when he failed in this science fair, that is when he realized that he knows nothing about science, the real science. And then when he was showing frog tissue slides under the microscope, then he realized that many other of his batchmates or classmates or whoever were participating, they have already performed an experiment on it. Okay.
Practical.
So
But
he had
but his experiment was based on theory, due to which it was not so interesting. So no one for that, due to which he lost in that exhibition.
Yes, in that science fair. Okay. He had already started developing the competitive spirit inside him. So this failure developed a competitive spirit in him. Okay, so he became more motivated and more determined in doing something, that I have to do something. Okay, I have to enhance my knowledge and my wisdom of science, and I have to come up with something that will make me win, at least in this fair. Okay, in this science fair. Now he had decided that he would be making a real project for the next year's fair. So, Janti mu kahili, iti kya guru, that you learn from your failures. Here also, Richard learned from his failures, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
He
ma'am.
failed until and unless he would have failed, he would never have learned that he doesn't know anything about science. He would have never realized that but catching butterflies and learning about them was not just science, but there is a a wide scope in science. Okay, and there are a lot of things to know about. So this failure developed a competitive spirit in him, and that is when he decided that for next year's fair he would prepare himself with a real project. Now he thought and realized that he had maximum knowledge about the subject of insects, because all these years, since many years, he has been studying about butterflies. So he has gathered a lot of knowledge about subject of insects. On insects, he has a lot of knowledge. So what he decided was, as he had been studying them he wrote to Dr. Uhart for ideas, and he sent back a lot of ideas for his next year's project. So Richard took help from Dr. Uhart. Okay, and he then Dr. Frederick also, he sent back a lot of ideas which helped him to create his next year's project. Whose project? Richard's project.
Richard.
He remained busy with those ideas all throughout his high school and won many prizes. So Richard, what he did not keep those ideas in his head, but he worked on it, and he even won a lot of prizes. In his 8th class, he tried to find the cause of a viral disease that killed nearly all monarch caterpillars every few years. So now what he was studying, that in 7th class, he was doing that. And now in the 8th class, he was trying to find out the cause of a viral disease which killed the monarch caterpillars in every few years. Now, Ebright thought that the disease was being transmitted through beetles. What do you say to beetles in Odia or Hindi? Beetles?
Don't know.
And beetles like that.
Ladybug.
That is the English.
That is so English,
ma'am,
I know. That is so English. Mo hint deli. That is so English. Which is to Odia?
Don't know.
এটা কোন ଗୋଟେ କହନ୍ତି ସାଧବ ବୋହୁ ନା କଣ କହନ୍ତି ପରା ସାଧବ ବୋହୁ କହନ୍ତି ଟି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ବିଟଲ୍ସ जो लेडी बग गुडा को अच्छा एनीवेज मते बाहर करके बुझी की कहबो शुभम
यस मैम साधव बोहू ही कोंती
ए शांतनु मते करेक्ट करला देखला तो मो
He's
आंसर
just
करेक्ट
guessing.
मैम आई एम आल्सो इन डाउट
Ma'am,
मैम
he is just guessing.
नो मैम श्योर आंसर श्योर मैम इट इज साधव
Yes,
मैम श्योर म मन पड़ी गला लाइक मम्मी कहि
मन पड़ी गेला देखला तार मन पड़ी गेला ताको बस के जने आंसर कर दियो ताको एमती मन पड़ जिवो
Ma'am, we need to kickstart his bike and he will drive like that.
Yes,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good, Shubham. Very good. What an example. We have to kickstart his bike and he will ride. Wow. Shubham, you should become a writer, man.
मैम डोरेमोन देखि दियंतु बिटल्स थोड़ा पड़ जिवो पूरा प्रैक्टिकल
I don't like Doraemon. I really don't like Doraemon. I don't know how people see Doraemon, but I like Pikachu and all. But I don't like Doraemon. He's a little weird. You don't like Pikachu?
Ma'am, I don't.
everyone saw their life in different ways, so we
but,
cannot force anyone to say anyone anything.
When I'm bored, I watch it.
मैम बट मिस डोरेमोन मोर गोटे वर्ष हला म देखिनी
अच्छा कौन पाई एग्जाम पाई
टीवी चैनल आउने.
ओनली ओडिया चैनल्स ही पढिची टीवी रे ओनली ओडिया
I was right.
नथिंग
Oh, how sad.
I was right. TV channel आउने.
But my aim is to saw that South movie Maharshi, because that is dedicated to farmer and that success. So it's my aim. But epan to heta dub heini, gotte barsh hegalan kintu epan to dub heini seta.
ए तमे तेलुगु को लैंग्वेज रे अछि तेलुगु रे देख दियो
I will download and
देखि
give you.
जाइलेनी किंतु से कहिला सक्सेस इज नॉट a destination, it is a journey. So the commas are the failures of that part. किंतु ता पूर्वरु कहला failure is not that part. ना सेडी कोन कहलाटा बुझिलेनी कारण पूरा तेलुगु रे थिला आ तार सबटाइटल्स उडा भी ये रे नथिला इंग्लिश रे, तो हेटा किछ बुझिलानी.
अच्छा मु तो सेही मु सुना तमे जोडा कहूच मु तार आख पाखरे भी नाही तो व्हाट आई डोंट इवन नो व्हाट यू टॉकिंग अबाउट मो पाखे सेही मूवी रो नॉलेज ही नाही. So you send me what movie's name is that, and I will try and figure out what you were trying to say.
Ma'am,
Okay,
Hindi
now
dub
get back to
the
get back to this chapter. Okay,
Yes,
Sarla.
yes.
So when he showed that he tried an experiment, okay. So in his 8th class, he tried to find the cause. Okay, then Ebright thought that the disease was being transmitted through beetles. So he started raising caterpillars in the presence of beetles. So now he was assuming that the beetles were spreading those viral disease, which is why the monarch caterpillars were dying in few years. So what he did to get confirmed about the connection between the beetles and the caterpillars, what he did, he was raising the caterpillars, the monarch caterpillars, in the presence of the beetles. It was of no use, but when he showed that he had tried such an experiment, he won something for his project. So the experiment did not work. It was not, it had no output. Okay. But then when he showed that he had tried something like this, he won a consolation maybe. Okay. It is not mentioned what he won, but he won something, but a consolation prize he must have won for his project. Now for the next year, he tried the theory that viceroy butterflies copy monarchs. So these are two species of butterflies, that viceroy butterflies and monarch butterflies. So now he is trying to prove, he's trying to put the theory forward that viceroy butterflies Juthanti, they copy monarch butterflies. So he put forward the theory that viceroy butterflies look like monarchs because monarchs do not taste good to the birds and birds like to eat viceroys. So there are a typical kind of birds which eat those viceroy butterflies. Okay, because they are much more tastier than the monarch. Monarch are not, they do not taste good. So
Yes.
the more the viceroy looked like the monarch, the less likely it is that viceroy would be eaten by a bird. So এটা যেমতি আমার जो camouflage हुएनी, a kind of camouflage. Who will tell me what is camouflaging?
Ma'am, in game we use camouflage to hide.
I'm not talking about the game.
No, ma'am. Like, ma'am, example.
Come out of PUBG. No, I'm not talking of. Tell me a real, good example of tiger can be camouflage, correct?
Ma'am, chameleon.
Trees like that. Ma'am, trees the black strip जो कुछ ये hide है जे.
But तमको नहीं कि tiger पाके छाड़ी भी रुआ आगे. केमती hide होची ना तमको देखुची मु देखिबी.
And behind the long grasses, tiger could hide.
Ma'am, crocodile.
That is crocodile.
Yes, ma'am.
सुनो तमे ना नेशनल ज्योग्राफिक रो सबु लॉजिक को डिफरेंट कर दबो. क्रोकोडाइल केंती कैमोफ्लेजिंग माने कोन जेंती जो हमें ओडिया रे कोन
to hide or at a certain place for by which viewer can
to change and
change according to environment.
हाँ, to adapt the environment where you are in. जेंती कि chameleon को देखि छ तमे brown branch रे थिबो जदी से green रो brown ही जिवो.
Yes, ma'am.
That is what I'm talking about. So here also it is something like that the viceroy butterflies, they copy monarchs. And why they copy monarch and why they try to look like monarchs, like so that they won't be eaten. That is a defense that they are creating so that they can defend themselves by eaten up by the bird, that particular kind of bird who was eating them up. Okay, bujhiyala?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that bird? What is that bird's name? Tell me. It is written in the next line. I gave you a hint. Here.
Sterling bird.
Sterling bird.
Yes. Yes. So he wanted to show in his project that would a bird eat monarchs or not. He found out that the sterling bird would prefer eating a monarch. Later, research showed that the viceroys copied the monarchs. This project won him the first division in the zoology department and the third overall position in the county science fair. So remember, in the 7th grade, when he participated in the county science fair, he lost it miserably. Okay. He did not even get a consolation prize. And after that failure, he worked so hard. He got this determination and motivation in his in his mind, and he worked on it, and he developed a project which won him the first division in zoology department and the third overall position in the county science fair. So Shubham, I'm sure you will be able to now relate what I said, that it was not inborn, but you have to actually work hard for what you dream.
Yes, ma'am.
Anna, he failed.
ma'am.
Everybody fails. It is very human to fail, but picking yourself up from that failure, learning from those failures, and then trying again, and then winning is what makes you as a person.
A real winner
Huh?
will make you a real winner if you are
Yes.
getting a lesson from your failures.
Yes. So never be disheartened. जदि रिचर्ड से फर्स्ट फेलियर रु डिसहार्टन है कि पूरा हताश है कि डिप्रेस है कि बस जाई थांते ताले ए जिंसटा करि पारथांते कि yes or no?
Oh, ma'am.
No,
No.
ma'am.
So never be disheartened by failures. Failure is a very common part of life. You will, if you try something new, you should, and back of the mind, you should realize the fact and accept the fact that you will fail. In some parts you will fail, or you will fail totally. But then you have to understand where you have made mistakes, and then mend those mistakes and start all over again. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
ସବୁବେଳେ ଭାବିବନି କି ହଁ ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା କରିବାନି ମୁଁ ଜିତିଯିବି, କେବେ ସେମିତି ଭାବିବନି। ଫେଲିୟର ଆଉ ସକ୍ସେସ କୁ ତମେ 70-30 ରଖିବ। ଯଦି 70% ଫେଲିୟର ରଖିବ ତମେ ମୋଟିଭେଟେଡ ହବ କି ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି ଏଇ 70 କୁ I will turn into success and 30 କୁ ଫେଲିୟର କୁ ଆଣିବି। So that should be your motivation. Accepting failure is the first step to going towards success. Okay. So next one, during his second year of high school, Richard started a research from which he found about an unknown insect hormone that later helped him in his new theory about the life of cells as well. The question from where the research started was very simple as to what was the purpose of the 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa. What is a pupa? Video re kuha ithila?
Ma'am, the stage from which it turns into from caterpillar to pupa.
Yes. Very good, Ishana.
Thank you.
Most of the people said that the spots were made for making it look more decorative, but Dr. Uhart did not believe in what others said. So now his questions were that what were the work of those 12 tiny little gold spots on the monarch pupa. To find the answer to this question, a bright and another excellent science student together. Now he has a partner. Okay. A bright has a partner. He also, about his partner also we know that he was an excellent science student. They together made a device that proved that these spots produced a hormone necessary for the full development of a butterfly from a pupa. So both of them together worked hard on it, and they found out, they came to a conclusion that those spots were not beauty spots or something like unnecessary, but they produced the necessary hormone which helped the pupa to develop into a beautiful butterfly. With this, Ebright won the first prize at the county science fair. Then now 7th grade he failed, 8th grade he won the 3rd prize in the county science fair, and third time what happened? He won the first prize.
First prize.
Yes, these are important things you should remember. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ebright won the first prize at the county science fair and the entry to international science and engineering fair. Now he entered another level of fair, that was international science and engineering fair. There his project won 3rd prize for zoology. He also got a chance to work at the entomology laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. He continued, remember all these things, okay? What all his achievements were and how he developed and how he went about with his, achieving every year, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
He continued his work with the monarch pupa as a high school junior, and that led him to win the first prize at the International Science Fair. Now, once entering the International Science and Engineering Fair, he even won the first prize there. For the first time, he participated in that particular fair and he won the first prize. After winning this prize, he also got a chance to work at the Army laboratory during summers. Then during his senior year, he tried another experiment in which he grew cells from a monarch's wing in a culture and showed that cells would divide and develop into a normal butterfly wing scales, provided that they were treated with the hormone from the gold spots. So now what he tried another experiment that from the gold spots, he took those hormones and he applied it to some other pupas. Okay, and then he found out that they can also have normal butterfly wing scales also that can be developed from using those hormones in the gold spots of the monarch butterflies. That is also another experiment that he conducted. Okay, this research of his own won the first prize for the international fair. Again, that means the second time he won the first prize. First time he won, continued his work with the monarch pupa and he won the first prize. Then second time he participated, he again won the first prize. And he spent his summer after graduation doing more research on the subject at the Army laboratory and the laboratory of US Department of Agriculture. Now you have to remember all these things, make points of what all achievements he had after winning in the county science fair, after first time winning. Okay, and make points and so that it will be easy for you to remember. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
There is more. We'll do it next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
It's a lengthy chapter. There is more. We'll do next class. It's already time. Okay. Make sure you do the exercises a bit and come and prepare a good summary. Mane jeti jai ame padichu seti jake summary mind rakhi thiba, and whenever I ask, tell it. Okay. Instantly JB prepared thiba mate kahiba summary. Okay. Okay. So we have some visitors also today. For the first time, Asfia was there, I guess. Hello, Asfia. I hope you like the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for joining. Hi, Jay Jagdish. He is joining for the first time, I
Yes,
guess.
ma'am.
Okay. Hope you like the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, children. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, Shantanu, Shubham, Mishana.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Read
ma'am.
the rest of the chapter and
Bye,
do the
ma'am.
exercises and come
Okay,
come with your books next class. Okay,
Okay,
we'll
ma'am.
finish it. Okay, chalo, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students.
Thank you, ma'am.